welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and this is Life from Ashes, and today we have a really awesome video for you. We are doing back to school nails or nails just for the end of summer if that's what you're into right now. We're going to do one last burst of color before the fall colors start to come out, and I'm really excited to get into that. I'm about to teach you a technique that's going to make things really fast, simple, and make people wonder how the heck and where the heck did you get those nails done. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm just going to start with taking a little sip of my tea here. It's always nice to have a drink with you. And we have already started by prepping our nails. So your filing and buffing and cuticles have already been taken down. I see mine are nice and clean now. I've already done that here. All gone. So it's perfect. I can go ahead and just get going. I'm going to start with one hand first and show you what to do on there, and then we'll just move on from there. So I have paper towels and an extra piece that's folded to wipe my brush later. It's good to have everything you need and prepare yourself. So I'm going to start with my base coats and my glue and everything I have here. I'm going to be using the Dashing Diva nail wraps. And today we won't be just using one, but we'll be using two. I'm going to teach you how to double up. All right, let's go. And so I'm going to start with gluing on my tips. So I'll be using this ASP brush on nail glue. It's very basic glue, and I'm going to be using that today instead of the base coat because I need something stronger for my nails. I plan on doing some serious work this weekend. And so here are the wraps I'm using. These are the Dashing Diva, and this is the pink I'm using, so in case you're looking for it. Alright, so now that I've got all my tips glued onto the ends of my fingers, you don't really have to worry about the nubs. If you're only doing like a single French, then you could take off the little nub at the end, but you don't have to. We can, we're going to double up on top of this, so if you want to take it off, you can just take off the little tiny nub, and if not, you don't need to. So we're going to go on to the pink now, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we just did with the white to our hand, and we're going to go ahead and glue on a pink right on top of it. So when you're putting it on with the glue, make sure you know what kind of line you want. Now you can go as thick and as thin as you want, and you don't have to do this with white. You could do pink first or white on top or vice versa, or any color combination, that you would like. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on, and we're going to glue this on, and I'm going to go with just a little French right there. All right. And so once you've got that stuck really well, don't slide it around. You don't want to transfer color to the white tip if you're using a white one. You just want to hold it in place until it sticks to the edges, and then you just want to release the tab like you would on the white tip when you applied it, and just pop off the end when it's ready. All right, now that that's done, you're going to go ahead and do this to the rest of your fingernails. Sometimes you might have to use a size up, so don't rely on the size being what you think it's going to be. These are really nice thin tips, so when you do your coating, these will be really natural feeling. This is what it looks like, and you can bring them down, but you won't bring them down right away. You're going to do your dip first and bring them down later. So now that you have all your pink on, it should look something like this. As you can see, now you have this beautiful double line. They're perfect lines, and you didn't make a mess, a smudge, a squiggle, a nothing. It's very fast, it's very simple, and this is the way you do it. So now I'm going to use a decal. You don't have to. You can use jewels or anything you really want. And we're going to just put a couple little decals on our nails to see how that looks, and just give it a little pizzazz. So this is what the decals look like that I've chosen. I'll be using one of the big ones on my thumb and one of the smaller ones on a finger. Here's my tweezers to help get them off so we don't make a mess or rip them. And we're just going to go ahead and apply this sticker right to the edge of the nail, or wherever you would like to apply yours. That's what it looks like. So we're going to grab the little one, and I'm going to do one on my ring finger, and I think that's just the only two fingers I'm going to do on my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this right now. Alright, so that is what that one looks like. Very cute, very stylish and yet not too much. And you go ahead and do everything you did to this hand right to the other one. And so once you've done both hands, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take either the clear powder, or you could use a shimmer powder if you choose to. Tomika has both. That's the system I'm using. And you can go ahead and start your dip. So I'll be using the Tomika system, which is, so I'll use the base coat first. And we're going to do a few layers of base coat. We'll only start with up until the beginning of your tip begins, where we put the decal, and we'll dip that area first, and we'll transition down into 4 dips on the thumb and 3 dips on each of your fingers. So we're dipping, we just lightly tap off. I brush my brush on the paper towel to keep the end of my brush from getting goopy, and it keeps the product lasting nicer, longer. And so once that's done, you'll go on to the next finger and you'll do the same thing, but again, like I said, you're going to do it transitioning down, but the fingers I only do 3 dips on. The nail on the thumb I like to do 4, just because we use our thumbs to open stuff and do things, and it's just nice to have a stronger coating on the thumb. So you go ahead and do that to all your nails, and we'll be right back. Alright, so once they're all coated, you're going to grab the activator from your series, and you're going to brush it over all of your nails really quickly. It's a thin liquid, so you're just going to quickly just brush it over your nails, and this will dry them basically instantly. Perfect. And it's that simple. That was really fast. And so if you look, they are dry, completely dry to the touch. You can wipe them, bang them on something, they're good to go. Yep, that's perfect. And so now that I've done my one hand and it's dry, it's safe to go ahead and to buff it down and file it properly so that the nails are smooth and my edges are the shape that I want them. So you're going to go ahead and take your buffer. This file has several different sides to it, so this is the buffing side for me. I will be buffing my nails nice and smooth so that they're nice smooth. Don't bring them all the way down, you don't need to. The powder is so fine that it's very simple, easy to buff. You just buff it and then file the edges so that they are the way you want them, and you are good to go ahead and go to the next step. And at this point, if you want to go ahead and drill around and get underneath, if you're you feel the desire to do so, or you've made it too thick and you don't know what to do, you can go ahead with your nail drill and drill this. It will not harm the nail. You go right ahead and drill. Drill the coating, not the nail. So when you're done, you're all cleaned up. This is what it looks like. Alright, so when you've done that, you go do the same thing to the next hand, and both your hands can be done at the same time. It's totally up to you. I did it for video purposes. You're going to go ahead at the end, pull out the top coat of your nail system. Okay, you're going to take another wipe, and you're going to clean off your nails. Tomika comes with these nail wipes. They clean off the debris off your nails before you go ahead and do your next step, which helps to make sure your top coat goes on nice and smooth. So clean them up, and we'll go ahead and apply that top coat. Alright, so we're going to do 2 top coats. We'll go over once, and then we'll go right over again. We're not going to wait in between. We're going to go right over it. So start with applying your first coat. You do it fairly quickly. It's pretty simple. You apply it like any other polish, and you go pretty quickly with it. So you get where it needs to go, get over it quickly, and go on to the next hand. Alright, so now that we are finished our first coat on both hands, we are going to go right ahead and do the exact same thing we just did over again, starting at the other hand, and do a complete other coat right away. Okay, so now that we're almost done our final coat, this is the end of your nails. Pretty quick, pretty fast, guys. And this is a perfect way to get that perfect French line. We double up our tips. You can even triple up your tips if you're very careful. Maybe I will show you how to do that one day in the winter. But this is how you do it for now. That is what they look like when they're done. Aren't they beautiful? Alright everyone, so that is it for the nail tutorial for the back to school end of summer season, and I really hope you enjoyed it, that you like and share this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe below. I really appreciate that for sure, so I know that you enjoy my videos, and I will make more nail videos if that is something that you are into. Don't forget to share this on your social media. I would totally appreciate that, and I just totally am blessed just to be able to share this with you all. So yeah. Enjoy your weekend this weekend, and I hope that you have fun, and I hope you do really awesome with your back to school shopping and getting ready for your new season. So that is it for now, and I love you all. I thank you for watching. Bye for now.